What's up, Doc? So, hey everybody, it's me, the DVD King. Today, we're gonna take a look at the Looney Tunes Golden Collection. These are all the official releases of all of the Looney Tunes cartoons, but we're really gonna get into if it actually is all of the cartoons that were released. So, got my awesome little Bugs Bunny since I was a kid. This one makes sense, of course, because Bugs is the star. These began releasing in the early 2000s. We have the Looney Tunes Golden Collection, Volume 1. This is an amazing collection. If you love the Looney Tunes, then you will love this set. This has all the major classics that they rerun the most on the Cartoon Network back in the day, back in the early 2000s, before they released this. In my opinion, it's very possible that they were thinking to just make one collection, but since the Looney Tunes are so awesome, it made sense to do more. So what's really cool is that this is the only set that has this. It actually has all of the famous quotes from the Looney Tunes history that the characters say. That's Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Elmer Fudd, Bugs said, "What a maroon a lot." That's Foghorn Leghorn. That's Bugs again. Tweety, I'll be 3.5 years old. That's the early version of Tweety that said that. What a way to run a railroad. Bugs said that line. Suffering Succotash comes from Sylvester the Cat. Pronoun trouble. That comes from Daffy. I hate that wabbit comes from Elmer Fudd. No, actually, I think that's Yosemite Sam. Beep beep. Of course, that is the Roadrunner. Rabbit season, duck season. Rabbit season, duck season. Of course, you know where that's from. Ain't I a stinker? That's Bugs Bunny. And that's all, folks. Porky Pig. So, as you can guess from this collection, and if you see my other videos, I've talked a lot about Space Jam. I absolutely love the Looney Tunes. I am a huge Looney fan. I'm a big Looney Tunes fan. So, like all these collections, the first disc is always Bugs Bunny cartoons. And these are all hilarious. All 5 stars. This includes The Rabbit of Seville, which is where Bugs is doing Elmer's hair. For those of you who are new to Looney Tunes, you're going to learn a lot from this video. Daffy and Porky used to be a duo, a comedic duo. They were like Abbott and Costello. And Bugs and Daffy and Porky were really hilarious. And this collection does have a lot of their cartoons together. But, and it's got Duck Dodgers. And by the way, a lot of people don't know this. There actually was a sequel to Duck Dodgers. It wasn't just the one original cartoon. There was a later one. There was actually a sequel, and it was made in the 60s, or I think it was the 70s. And I'm going to show you the collection that actually has it. But, yeah. They actually did make a second Duck Dodgers cartoon. There really wasn't just one. So, there you go. We're going to get into that, though. The Scarlet Pumpernickel is hilarious because it has Daffy encounter Sylvester, and that is extremely rare for that to happen, for those two characters to run into each other. So that's very cool. It also has Mama Bear in it, playing the flute or the harp in the background from the Three Bears sketches they did. You might remember those characters because Bugs encountered them a lot. This does not have every single time that Daffy and Porky were teamed up together, which were one of the best cartoons they did. It does have quite a bit of them, but in the later sets, they release like 2 of the others that they didn't put on the first set. So it's like they've been savoring up a lot of big famous cartoons for the later releases because they didn't release them in the first one. I think it's because of marketing, of course. Disc 3 is Looney Tunes All-Stars, they call it. Now, what that means is that it's like a mishmash of a bunch of ones. Got a lot of Sylvester and Tweety in here, and there actually is some random ones with some random characters. Volume 1 is probably the funniest of the collection. The theory that fans have, and this is mine as well, is that as the Golden Collection gets later and later, the cartoons are less and less, well, gold. Like, the best ones are in the first set, and then it gets less good as it goes on. Looney Tunes All-Stars is also Disc 4. It's the same thing. You got... This set had a little bit of Roadrunner and Wile, and a bunch of others. They include some Bugs ones in here with the rest of the Looney Tunes All-Stars, and I guess that's okay, but I feel a little mixed about that, because you'd think that Bugs getting his own disc would be enough, but I mean, I love Bugs. He's a star, so whatever. The discs are really amazing. Look how cool they look. Lots of color. Beautiful. So, Volume 1 is really something else. I remember they were promoting Volume 1 around the same time that Looney Tunes Back in Action was being released. So yeah, the Looney Tunes were back, baby. They were really back. Back and in charge. Here we have the Looney Tunes Golden Collection Volume 2. If you can't tell, this is like the 1940s Bugs Bunny, with like the Daffy Duck from the late 30s and the early 40s. Oh, these are both the 40s version of Daffy and Bugs. So, this is a really cool set, and we're really going to dig into it right now. Yeah, isn't that cool? See, it comes apart. And now, like, I like to experiment and put this cover in with these others and see how it would look. Volume 2 has some more goodies on here. Here's some more quotes. I know I said only the first set did that, but the first set has the most famous quotes. These are like whole sentences. So again, Disc 1 is always Bugs. You'll see that in all the sets. Hilarious. Disc 2 actually has all the Roadrunner cartoons. Now, there's been a ton of Roadrunner cartoons. And I could be wrong, but from all the releases, they may have actually released every single Roadrunner cartoon. Or at least most of them. This disc is awesome, because if you love the Roadrunner cartoons, then holy shit, you're gonna have a ball, because this disc has like 15 cartoons in a row that are all Roadrunner, except for this one, which is the Hypochondriac Cat. Well, a sequel to the Hypochondriac Cat, because they put the first one on Golden Collection Volume 1. Yeah, that's an awesome looking disc. Disc 3 is all about Tweety and Sylvester, which is awesome. The discs look beautiful. Okay, see? Yeah, so Disc 4, it includes One Froggy Evening, which is where Michigan J. Frog comes from. You may remember him as the mascot for the WB back in the day, the WB-11. And people always talk about how he only had one cartoon, which was that original cartoon, but actually there was a sequel made to it. So there was two. So he wasn't just in one. On these Golden Collections, by the way, they have these awesome bonus features. These people talk about the history of the animators and the cartoons and their history and where they came from. And they're really amazing. And as the sets get later and later, they get crappy. But in the first two volumes, or the first three volumes, they're really amazing. And I'm pissed off that they made them less good, like way less good in these sets. Oh, this has that famous "I Want a Moona, I Want a Singer," which is hilarious. If you remember that scene from Looney Tunes Back in Action, with the owls singing, and the villain, Acme, Mr. Acme. I love Volume 2. And by the way, there's a Marvin the Martian cartoon where at the end of the cartoon, Marvin is actually singing with Michigan J. Frog. I kid you not. It is so weird, but it is so real. And I think it's on a set later on that we're going to take a look at. So technically, he was actually in 3 cartoons. Aside from being the mascot for the WB, he also, in the 1960s, appeared on the Bugs Bunny show on television. And his original name was Enrique, and they changed it to Michigan J. Frog a little bit later on. Yep, here is my Michigan J. Frog stuffed animal. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Baby, my heart's on fire. Baby, my heart's on fire. All right, that's enough of that.
Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you lose me. Then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me I'm your own.